Hi everyone, welcome to another stream. Today I'm going to play John Gallagher. I'm not going to play Simon Barget. I'm going to play John Gallagher in my third UKBGF League Division 3 match. It's going to be to 11 points and let's get started. So let me just tell John that I'm ready. $90, okay. So it'll be 1 minute 30 per point. What's up? What's up, Justin?
Game on.
Okay, sound is good. Board is okay. Start with a 3-1. Forgot the most important thing. So yeah. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Why is it doing that? Okay, it's going to have to do. So he splits with a 2-1. That's the right play. Double six is the right roll for sure. And unless he rolls something like a 3-2, I was about to say I don't see how he can take. I don't see he. I'm 80% sure he can't take after this. Let's see. And I don't know if that's the right play. If you're going to squeeze out a take.
You double.
Maybe because he just did that quickly. Oh no, he wasn't going to pass, so he just took, which I think is a mistake. And now the question is, can I afford to make this 4 point? My intuition says yes, because he's only got 6-2. Really, that is a useful cover. 6-6 doesn't do that much. 6-4 is a cover, but he has to leave a blot on the 8 point. So I'm going to maximize my board strength and go for it. Of course, he could hit with a 5-2. Be happy to do that. So double six is one of the rolls that I thought he couldn't monopolize by me giving him a shot on the 8 point. He's obviously going to make the 2 point. My fours are duplicated just by chance. I think I stay back. The general rule is you just stay back. If you want to hit, if you've got a checker that you're likely to be able to attack next go, then you want to give yourself maximum numbers. And this gives me an extra 2 numbers. It gives me an extra 2-1 to hit. So I'm just going to come down. I don't necessarily want to come down with the checker from the mid. Or maybe I do, actually. That's not true. I do. Because if he rolls a 2-5, 2-6, 1-6, then I get double coverage of that checker that comes out. So I'm not doing that well after getting him to take erroneously. The 6 is going to have to come out, and now he's got conceivable ways of winning. I don't see what else I can do. Can I just play big and play 18-16 with the 2? I don't see how. And one thing I see also, although it's unlikely, is he could just roll double 5. If I stay back, that would hurt me a lot. So I'm just trying to avoid accidents. And I'm trying to... There we go. Okay, good. 3-2. Again, I don't see anything better than just putting the checker on the 13 with a view to eyeing up the 8 point. If he decides to roll a 2-5 or a 1-6, I'm going to have a double shot on him. And even if he doesn't, then I'll have double coverage of the 8 point. Also, I'm going to have 6-3 to make the 3 point. 6-5, I think he's just going to have to play 2 in from the 9. Well, the 9, the 6 is forced. And now seeing that I have my eye on the 8 point, maybe I just play to the 14 to keep my eye on the 8 point. I don't think it makes much sense to relinquish the bar, because then it gives him a direct way out. Although if he didn't roll a 6, then I'd probably be a little bit better off having the 4 point board, but that's questionable. So Those two for sure. Maybe I can just make the 9 point, but then that's going to leave me a little bit awkward on my next roll. If I... What am I seeing? If I just make the 9 and then I roll something with a 1, it's going to be awkward, especially a 6-1. So I think this is a better follow-up for my next roll. Puts the checkers in more sensible places. Now, he can come up and cover. That's a really good roll for him. And this is tricky. He's got a better board. I can't really give up I can only hit with a 4 as far as I can see. There's no 5 forward hit from the 12 point, which is the point that he owns. So I think I just have to play safe. Whatever safe is. So just making the 9 point, but I'm down in the race. I don't want him to roll a 6-5 and just that becomes almost gin. What do I... But I don't think I can afford to play something like this, because then some of his other 6s become winners, like 6-3, double 6. And the other 6s, he's going to run out and just leave me a double shot. Okay, and then I could play 13-9, 6-1, not leaving a shot. I guess I'm going to go for this. So none of the 6s, apart from 6-5, are going to be punishing. And then it just trades it for a 5-2 that's going to be brutal. Okay, 6-1, he has to leave a shot. I didn't see that. So that's another argument for making this play. I get to bring this game home, which was looking tenuous, by rolling a 1. And then again, no reason to leave shots. I can just play big. I think that's probably fine. It's very unlikely that if I leave 4 blocks, I won't be able to clean them up in such a way that I'm not leaving... Well, actually, maybe I will be leaving shots. But I think the premium... If I can do this, I've got a good chance of making the 8 point and the 6 prime. So I'm going to go for this. Okay. 5-1, he's happy to come out, I believe. Hi, Thomas. By the way, nice to see you. And 6-2 is awkward. So I think I'm going to rule out hitting again. It's just too dangerous. I'm going to win the game most likely, even though I'm slightly down in the race. He's going to have to escape as well as do other stuff. So I can't play super safe, but I can make the 10 point and play 11-5. I just think anything else is far too risky. I'm not seeing how I can make the 6 prime, so... And maybe this is obvious, but I just want to be careful. So now only 5-5, but he's going to have to stay back. If he rolls it, he still has a checker back on the 24. I don't think he'll be recubing. So now my chances are severely diminished, but I don't think I could risk leaving him a shot. I don't get it, really. And now I just have to... Well, okay, I can make the 6 prime. And then I can effectively use a checker by playing behind and extend the time before which I have to bring a checker in, which I think is good for me because I want him to break his board a little bit more, so use up his timing. My instinct was just to go to the 8. Okay, I'm not going to overthink this. I could clear the bar, maybe. Try and get him to leave with 4-6, for example, and maybe he would go with some other 4s because the race is okay. But then there'll be a big swing on double 4. But the problem is now some of my numbers are awkward where you have no spare, like so. This has to play like this. And it's almost like I'm kind of stuck. I can't really, unless I roll like unless I'd rolled like 5-4 or 5-3, I don't get to make 2 crossovers, which I really want to do. Now I have to let him out with a 6. Okay, he rolls it, and it's, unless I roll very big, it's probably enough to take. Actually, he should cube, I think. Don't know why. But now it's a different story. I'm 9 pips down. I probably might... Oh, he's not even recubing. Well, it really lets me off the hook. I mean, I think if he recubes now, I'm taking. I've got 2 off, but I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not even sure. So scratch that. So what's going on here? So I can give myself... I can, let's say, take, best case, 6 pips off my pip count for the 2 checkers I have off. The extra 2 checkers I have off relative to him. So that would put me at, let's say, 44, 43. That would be not even a redouble. But then I'm going to have to penalize myself. This is the difficult bit. 4 or 5, maybe more than that. So I'd be back to 49, in which case it would be a pass. Okay, let's have a look at his structure. His structure is pretty good apart from the dead checker on the wasted checker on the 1 point. I feel this is really uncomfortable. So he makes it difficult because of the missed cubes before, I think. And now it's got conceivably better because I've caught up a lot. But as soon as I roll a 5, or a second 5, I mean, they're just going to the ace point. And so I roll 5-3. And then my follow-up 3s are going to be okay. They're going to go to the 3 point, but my 4s are not going to be very good. Maybe it's an obvious pass. I just wanted to think it through. It feels like a pass, but I've got 2 more checkers off. Not sure. I feel it's more likely to be a pass, but having 2 checkers more off is a big deal. Okay. So 6-2. Standard splitting down. 6-1, he's going to make the 18 and play 11. I think he should. Okay, well, I have to probably just make the 5 point. It seems a little bit better than hitting and playing 8-7. Just leaves too much. I think I just have to let him roll. Let him get on with it. I know he's got 2s and stuff and whatever, but this consolidates. Okay, so 6-2. He doesn't necessarily have to hit. Probably I'm not sure if I would, actually. I have a tendency now to play 2 safe and play things like 8-6. I think I would just play 13-11, but I'm not sure. I just like not hitting. I think he just can... It was similar to the previous game where I had a clear route to victory apart from he scuppered it with rolling 6-6. I think this is a play I would consider, but probably rule out because it's unnecessary. So, I would go for 13-11. And he does. Now, I don't really want to leave a shot with a 1 because I think he'll hit with 1-5, 1-4. So do I have to play 3 to the 4 point and then play 6-2? I feel that it's better than this. This leaves a kind of a weakish board, which I don't really want. I don't want this so much. It's okay. It makes the 9 point, perhaps. But I mean, perhaps I can just make the 2 points. But I feel like 1-4, 1-4, he'll hit. 1-5, he certainly will hit. 1-1, he might even want to forego double hitting and just make the 4 points. So 1-1 maybe is not a swing roll. 3-1, 1-6. Would he hit with 1-6? Probably. Tricky one. I've just tempted to make both points then. If I'm only giving away 5-1, It's not too bad. And what's the gain? He might not get a checker. The checker's safe on the 11 point. Okay, so he does. He's going to make the 1 point and play 2 checkers to the 13. If I don't come in, I think I can still take. I've got such a strong board. I guess that argues in favor of the 2 point making play. 5-2 is makes, what's the way of putting it? It seems to make the game clearer for me, because now I've got a goalkeeper and I know that he can't really cube as soon as I come in. I remake the 8 point. I'm going to make the anchor if I can. I'm going to be up in the race by 5 pips, so it's a clear run, and he's got wasted checkers on the 1 point, so this makes my 5 pip lead actually a little bit artificial. It should be slightly more. Although I've got my checkers on the 2 point are slightly too far advanced to be efficient. 4-3 just brings to the 6 points. Really good place for the checker. Or just play 10 to 6 and then the 3 probably would still play down to the 10 point. So it's the same thing. 5-2. And I'm just hoping to roll something a little bit spicy just so I can get a cube in. And I think the logic is that if you roll something good which enables you to cube, it's extra good because you're going to be doubling the stakes. Now I can just clear the midpoint. I'm going to be up. I don't think there's going to be anything wrong with doing it. So I'm just going to do it. Puts the checkers in good places. My 6s and 5s play to good places. So 4-1 probably isn't going to be enough for me to cube because I'm only going to be 1 pip up, 2 pips up. Sorry, 1 pip up. Can't count. And that's a disaster because as soon as you... Oh, okay. All right. Well, if he's going to roll a 2-1, it's not too bad. So I've still got like maybe 55, 56% favoritism. I don't really want to stack them all on the mid, but I don't want to leave the 2 checkers on the 11, so I am going to bring 1 in. I'm probably going to end up having to stack the 6 point even more. Now my race lead has got better, but I've got these stacks. This is close. This is definitely close to a cube. So can I penalize him 3 pips for his structure? Possibly, if I can. And I say I'm 83, 89, this is the cube. So I'm going to cube. His crossovers are really long. So if he does roll a 6, he has to stack them on the 6 point. If he doesn't roll a 6, he doesn't get to bring a checker in.
Your opponent takes.
So 6 and the 1 maybe fill the gap. Probably usually better to fill the gap. I'm not an expert on bearing in. I'm not an expert on anything, but I'm definitely not an expert on bearing in. So 5-2, he can just bring it in. (2-1) is 2-1. Not a 2-1. Didn't expect it. 5-3. So he's really caught up. He's like 50-50 holding the cube. The only thing in my favor is that he's 2-0 up. So he's not desperate to recube to give me cube ownership. 4-2's okay. Gets to put a checker on the 4 point. So we note that his structure's still bad, and it gives us a sense of validity for cubing, or a sense of having done the right thing. Double 6 is always... The big doubles are always such outliers that it's a strange thing that they kind of don't give you a chance to see whether you've done the right thing before. It's just such a game changer. Okay, 6. Well, the 1 maybe I could have played 5-4 actually. So it's going to be 2-0. So I think so far I've played 2 and 1-1 and lost 1. In the league we've got a chap called David Collins, very good player. We've got John, who I'm playing now. We've got Mitchie. We've got Cap Bakur, and we got Sean, I think. Sean Casey. Could I have done anything else with that 5-2? Okay, so even if I miss here, okay, I'm fine. 2-all. Another 6-2. I think that's what he started with last game. And we had that 4-1. I wasn't really sure about the 4-1. Another splitting down. 5-1. This time he'll make the 18. Okay, yeah, the last time he rolled a 6-1 and didn't make the 18 point, which I think was a mistake. I'm going to be down in the race. It's an even score. I can just slot the 5 point, which is what I think I want to do. I don't want to play 9 to 3, 6 to 4 and put the checkers in bad spots. I don't necessarily want to run into a losing race. This duplicates 2s. I'm not sure about it, but okay. Terrible. So he should just make 2 points, and most of the time I think I have to pass. It's not going to be too good. Hopefully it's not going to cube. I think I have to take. Hi, Eric. So what's going on here? I'm 10 pips down, and I just go through the dice rolls, like see what they do. Double 1. Okay, he should definitely double. I hope it doesn't give me another. I think that was that I was going to take. So I'll note that. Okay, that's going to be for sure making the 5. And I mean, could be wrong to hit, but now I don't think he can cube. But even this would be okay. I mean, any 3. But this I'm definitely taking. So many. Okay, so he does that funny thing where he doubles like when it's a little bit, he's a weaverer. He's doubling, trying to get me to take. But of course I have to take this because like he's got 20 shots, plus double 1 is 21, plus 2-1 is 23. But I could just come in and he could miss. So it's got to be a take. Now he has to probably come up to the 18, but he doesn't want to. I don't know. He plays that very quickly. Okay, so I can hit or not. Okay, what's going on here? This is tricky. So if I make the 4 point, he just hits with 2s and 5s. So that doesn't seem sensible. If I play 17 to 13 and hit, I'll put it on the board like this. It leaves fewer shots. But then I end up having to stay back on the 1 point. And the point I end up making isn't very good. So the natural play is just this, but it's a heck of a lot of shots. So what is it? It's like, it's all the 3s, 2-1 and double 1, that's 14, plus 4-2, 16, plus double 2 is 17, plus 1-5-1-6, that's 21, plus 2-5-2-6, 25. That's way too many shots. This is way too dangerous, I think. If it works, it's fine, but it's super dangerous. So it looks like I would like to come up, of course, but then that gives him a 4. So I think I'm just going to have to minimize. I don't really feel that. Always feel I'm missing something. But what else can I do? Okay. Okay, so he does miss. He would have come in and hit twice. I don't know what that is. He plays very big, for sure. That's going to be an automatic play. So I could duplicates the ones. Okay, so he fans. I doubt this is good enough. 5s and 1s are super duplicated. So if I rolled something like 6-2, I'd be in enormous trouble. 6-3, 6-4. But of course, if I roll like 5-1, but even if I roll 5-1, he can anchor. So this is a pretty clear no double. Or 1. My instinct is just to do this. Obviously, I'm going to have to leave a shot. I mean, I don't have to pick up the checker on the 18, actually. I have to leave a shot. This, I think, gives me more likelihood of covering. And this kind of pure play, actually, this is pretty good. Come on, this is pretty good. It duplicates the ones. I've got 4, 5s and 1s to cover. I'm just going to check that I have to leave something. I don't want to leave something if I don't have to. 1, 2. Problem is with this is that if he comes in, I've got certainly no redouble. And if he doesn't come in, is it such a strong position that I'm definitely playing on for a gammon? I don't think so. So I think I have to rely on the fact that he's only got a 4-point board and that I can get hit back. So if I do this, my logic is, right or wrong, is that if he doesn't come in, I'm just playing on. And that's going to be a big uptick in equity for me. If he hits, yeah, probably not a redouble, but I might get to a redouble. So I'm going to do this. Okay, now I'm confused. I didn't think about the 4, but this is probably too good with 5s, 1s. Double 4 will cover. I mean, he could take, but I'm not going to base my decision on that. Actually, maybe it is a redouble. So 5s and 1s is 20, plus 3, 2 is 22, plus double 4 is 25, and the other 25, double 2 is pretty good, 26. That's a lot of numbers. So the only things that are bad are like 6, 5, double 6, 6, 4. Okay. I just play on, okay, 3, 1. I have to cover. I can't do any shenanigans like hit loose and make the 1 point. I just have to cover now. And if I come down, I leave 4, it's a lot, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1. Even if he just comes in with a 4. If he just comes in with a 4, I'm not in a great position. Okay, so the 1 is... maybe I have to do it. If I do this and he comes in with a 4, can I redouble? I know I haven't redoubled yet, so this is... I not only do I lose my recue, but I will end up getting gammoned. 4, 1, 4, 6, 4, 3. It's a lot of shots. Does double 4 hit? Probably. Does it hit note 1? Okay. Again, I have to play on. This is so tricky. And now probably have to hit. Probably have to hit. If I just play 15-6 and he comes in with a 4, I'm pretty fucked. It's going to be difficult. Okay. Am I going to be able to recube? I don't know if he rolls a 4. I don't think so. But maybe. Maybe. Any 3, he is really good, I think. And he's going to be in a lot of trouble. A 1 is still okay. He's got that blot. I didn't think it was going to be a redouble. Maybe it isn't. I think I'm going to end up redoubling. Because of so many gammons. Yeah, really tough, all of this. I have no idea.
Your opponent drops.
And he passes. I don't think that can be a pass. High mop up. Do not think that can be a pass. So 3-1. He'll probably hit. He'll probably hit. I felt that wasn't a redouble, but I don't understand why he passed. Okay. No, I wouldn't do that. Okay. Anyway, so now I'm going to go into protection mode. 5-2. I think I can just about get away with doing this. I feel. Gives me so much of a better chance of improving my position next go. Here, I'm not sure what he should do. I think he's got a lot of plays like 10 and split. Splitting is fine. So I do get to improve my position. Clearly, I'm not going to double hit when I'm just protecting. I could have done something else. I didn't really think too hard about that. Now he'll make the bar. Priming in my checker on the 24 points. Double six has to make 2 points for better or for worse. Obviously, it's pretty good. And now it's looking like a pass. But he's got funny cube action, John. Funny cube action. So I have to come in high. And now that makes me unclear. I think I might still pass. Don't like my structure at all. My block on the 4 point. I'm kind of comfortable with passing.
New game.
So 3-1. 2-1 he should split and down. Definitely. 6-4 is a big shot. Maybe putting me in a cubable position. I think so, even though I'm leading 4-3. It could be a little bit early, but I might just give it a whirl. I feel my instinct was that he should come out, but maybe he should play any one of the other sixes. Maybe I won't double. 7 away, 8 away. Maybe I will double.
You double.
Maybe it's a tiny no double. I don't know.
Your opponent takes.
So 3, and then unstacking looks good. Do I mind being hit with 2s? I don't want a 5th checker on my midpoint. Okay, so he does hit back. It doesn't feel like a disaster. I get to unstack, which I think is important. And then I think I can come in high. I want to sort of get a checker on my... Well, not sort of. I do want to get a checker down from my mid on the 8 point, but I don't really think I should come in on the 24 point. His other 2s, he should play from the back in some form. He doesn't need to do anything with his 8 point. So I would probably play 24-22. You don't think he's going to stay there with the okay, he does. So the 1, and now I think still ahead, but I can use this as an opportunity to come down to the 8 point. Bring the checker out to the 18 would be okay, leaving kind of a triple shot. But staying there is also pretty good because I'm not in danger. What's he got? Okay, he can just hit. I could have also safetied that checker. Okay, so 1-6. 1-6 comes out. Is an automatic play. 5-1 probably hits twice. So hitting back is a big roll. I wouldn't hit, but I'm not sure. I tend to underhit in these situations. It leaves a lot of shots. I've got a pretty decent board. Okay, there's obviously a big swing. Now he just makes the 4. He can make the 8 and 7 actually. Which is what he's looking at, I believe. Don't know about this one. That looks good as well. I mean, this leaves a lot of shots. So, okay, if I fan, then this is better for him. Feels like he'll recube early. This is why the argument against cubing at 7 away, 8 away, he's got a really effective recube. I don't know if he should be recubing yet, but he's going to... The problem is that... Well, maybe it's not a problem. He's likely to recube early or late. So I think I'm finished whatever I do, actually. I wanted to play the move quickly. It could make sense just not to hit. I hope this isn't going to be one of those situations. I think he'll recube. Okay, he's not. So he would have made the bar, but the problem is that I get another checker back. I think he's like just thinking about playing on. Like maybe he's doing the same thing. Like maybe he'll recube now, but I'm for sure happy to be recubed. So okay, he doesn't. So I haven't yet quite got a read on his strategy. 4-2 just does that. I got a good chance of making the 18 point, and the 3 is playable, just safe. 4-2 just seems to come to the 16. Nothing else he can do. Yeah, 6-4 I can play safe. Oh, I can't, but I can play reasonably safe. If I just play 24-18, 6-2, I misplace a checker. And I feel that this gives me a chance of doing something. I don't mind being cubed here. It could be completely wrong, but I've got plenty of time to roll to come out from the back, and I'm not up in the race. So 4-2, I guess just covers and hits. What else can I do? Again, I'm just wondering when he's going to cube. It's very, very unpredictable. Here he could certainly recube. The 5, he should probably come down. He's causing me trouble. I kind of just want to lift the 8 point. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy just, even if I don't hit, just to get, yeah, like this. But I might have to hit. Can I pass up on the hit? I don't think so. I mean, that would be giving up, wouldn't it? He can fan. This leaves a lot of shots. I'm not going to count them. I can't imagine this is wrong, but I haven't got time to waste. Okay, there we go. It was wrong. So it hits once, which is the good news. What should he do with the other 2? Make the 14, but then he leaves shots. Play 17-13. Okay, not this. Okay, makes it tricky. I think this is just easily takeable. He's going to recube. So
opponent doubles.
So he's got 2s and 1s, 3s and 6s, 3s and 1s, but I can just anchor. I can just anchor. So even if he hits twice, it probably is a recube. And I'm just not 100% sure. Like double 6 is a disaster. 2-1. He hits twice, but then I can just anchor. I mean, surely I can't pass this. 5-2. Okay, I'm going to take.
You take.
So that does hit twice, but he's got a 3-point board. If he had a 4-point board, yeah, perhaps. Okay. And now it's going to be tricky to play for me. Okay, he makes the 9. That puts a little bit more structure in the position. Ace 5. I have to come off the 24, I think. Maybe my goal now objective is to make the 22 points. He can just play 18-13, leaving some indirects. Maybe that's more flexible than this. No, this maybe is fine. So that doesn't hit. I'm just checking. So I guess 5 comes out like this, and the 3 comes up. Important to safety the checker on the 22. I'm not going to break my board. I'm not delighted to be here every time, but I've got the 6-point anchor. So the only danger was, I think, if I had a checker on the 3-point, he would be able to hit loose there against my 4-point board, especially as he's trying to gammon me. But still, I'm not too worried about getting gammoned. But like I said, I wasn't sure about any of this. Even the take, it's uncomfortable. He should use this as an opportunity to clear the problem point, maybe, which is the 13. But the only problem with doing that, though, is that it puts a checker where he doesn't want it, which is the 4-point. Okay, so 5s and 4s are going to hit. What's he got? I think I would do this. Just leaves 1, 6, 3, 6, 5, 6, double 3, and double 6. So it leaves 8 shots. Okay, it's not a good roll. I don't really want to go to the 22 because it's dangerous. Can I, though? Can I break the board? I don't think I can break the board. So I'm just going to do this. Uncomfortable. My first instinct was to break the board. He's going to be happy to hit. Maybe hit twice. Tricky. I think I would hit twice. Yeah, I think I would. I wonder what he's thinking. Oh, he's not going to do... Oh, no, you can't do that. Okay. But going back to that 2-1, I don't think I could... I wanted to keep the 24, but doing so would entail breaking my board, and then I wouldn't be able to hold the 24-point next go anyway. So this looks reasonable, but maybe hitting twice is not stupid. So the 5 is awkward. I don't see any 5 but breaking the 18. And now I need to pray not to get hit. 4-3. Okay, so he doesn't hit. He can do any... He could come out, maybe. But maybe 8-5 just for minimum shots. And now I have to really try and safety up these checkers here. I can't make the 13 because it's illegal. But I can make the 18. Just leaving 1s and 9s. Kind of back where I started. He gets to bring the check around to the 11-point. I'm going to keep the checker on the 24. I've got a 4-point board. That's something I've spotted. He's going to be my goalkeeper. I could make the 18, but I want a 4-point board. I mean the 13. Could get a shot now. That's going to bring 2 down. Okay, so it clarifies the position, makes the checker play. Okay, now I have to come off the 19. That's a disaster. I don't think I can stay with 1. Don't think so. I'm not going to look at it. My chime's getting a little bit low. So 6-5 doesn't play safe. If I'd have left a checker on the 6-point, he would have hit loose, actually. That's not great. So I'm better off for having moved. Has to leave a shot. What's he thinking? Okay, so even if he gets missed, he's still not out the woods. 2-6, not from the bar. So do I come out or do I come to the 12-point for coverage? So if I stay there, give him 2s, I think I just get some coverage. Like, let's say he rolls a 4-3 or 1-6, I've got extra numbers to hit him back with. And now I'm just going to be working out when I can recube. And I don't think it's going to be yet. But I think I'm going to be safetying this and then doing this. And I don't know if he doesn't keeps not coming in. I'm still 16 pips behind, but he's got a terrible board. But he'll be going down to 20%, so that take points 20%. Okay, maybe I'll give it a shake. I don't know. It could definitely have been a redouble. And now I think I'm going to leave the double 4. I could get off the 18. No, I'm going to, but I want the builder on the 4 point. Now, of course, if he doesn't come in, I recube. He might just pass. It might even be a little bit early, but he's on the bar and he's got a terrible board. Okay, it could still be early actually, so I'm glad I didn't recube last go. He's probably just going to take.
Your opponent draws.
Okay, no, so he passes, and even though I knew he was a bit of a passer, and it could well be a pass, I was just a bit worried that, I don't know about this 4-1 at leading 8-3, but I'm going to do it. Could be wrong. He just actually ended up still passing. 4-2 is fine. So I need to get those checkers off the 24 quick smart. Okay, that manages to do it. So maybe I'm just going to play into one of the checkers, not to get right under the attack zone and come to the 20 point. 5-3, he points on me. Do I duplicate the 5s? Maybe I just play to the 18. 9-3 is possible, but don't want another blotting board. Yeah, I think all of them are possible there. So he probably should have doubled. Okay. So I can't hit, but it would have been a dilemma, so I'm happy in a way. 6-3. He should probably get off the 23 point, making the bar. The 3 is good, well served. He's way down in the match score, so he's not too unhappy about playing big. Yeah. Okay. Can just make the 9 point and play 6-4. It's ugly, but I think it's better than leaving a shot. He just makes that. And I'm just hoping not to be forced off my anchor and get cubed. 2-1, I don't think I need to leave a shot. So just something like this. He could make the 2 point. I'm not sure whether he should or play 2 down. I think he should make the 2. Yeah, I agree with that. So now for one thing, I come out with 5-4, 6-5, 6-4. Double 4 is going to be a winner. I would make the 2. Yeah, nice play. It puts pressure on me. Some of my numbers are going to be awkward now. So those numbers like 5-4, they're not going to be great. 5-4 actually would be happy because I'll just clear the mid. But that's awkward. He's got a 4 point board. Think I just have to play safe. He probably can't cube. Yeah, okay. So like it's needless. It's like when to have left a shot when he could also just roll double 6. So you're leaving a shot when you're not going to win the race anyway. It's not going to. And I'm going to be passing pretty much whatever. 21 pips.
Your opponent doubles.
He could just play 2 down with 5-4. Okay, I'm just going to pass.
Drop. New game.
2-1. I'm going to split. So I need some protection here. 6-4 is not great. I think I'm just going to slot both points. Over making the 2 point. And he should cube, and I have to take. That might not be very... I can just hit and cover with lots of stuff. Okay, I get to make the anchor, though. Pretty good. Pretty nifty. 6-2, just 2 down. So if I can hit, he has to do it. Be happy to leave the anchor with a hit. Okay, that doesn't do it, but I'll just keep the checker on the 8 point. Actually, I didn't need to do that. Question whether or not he should safety the blot on the 11. I've got a blotting board, and he's trailing big time. It looks good. I mean, I don't know what was best, but that looks fine. Okay, so... yeah, tempting just to make the 4, but he's just going to hit and cover with stuff. I don't know if I want that to happen. Let's play the 4 first. He won't hit with 2-3-2. Or 2-1. Okay, alright. Okay, alright.
It is not your turn yet.
Or I would be very surprised if he hit with 3-2. Is he thinking about it? I assume he must be. Or not. Maybe he was just thinking about where to put his check. Maybe he's thinking of slotting the 3 point. Or maybe I'm wrong. So this doesn't leave the... I mean, it... And if it... But at least if it was a hit, then I got him not to hit and make a mistake. So that's going to do that. Double 3 clarifies the position. I like saying that. 3-2. Some of my 6s are going to be awkward, but I like to bring it in. And he can double for sure. I think I just have to take. He could just roll double 2, double 4, double 5. He could perhaps run with something and then I miss, and it'll be a big pass. Or it'll be a pass like this. He might... 6-3. If I miss, possibly going to be a pass. Okay, I don't miss. Don't think he can keep from the bar. If he doesn't come in... Okay, boo. I might have been able to cube. I think I probably would have been... Okay, now I don't think I can take. It's just too dangerous.
Your opponent doubles.
Okay. 2 blots lying out there. I mean, he could roll 2-1, double 1, but at this score, I'm not going to risk it. 5-3. 5-1. Little bit of danger of timing out. So he should come up with both. Only if my thing freezes. Okay, I don't think I would have done that. 1-6, I'm pretty sure the 6 comes out. Don't see why he wouldn't make the anchor, and then the 2 comes down. I'm going to try and make the 18 points. And I do, and I'm very happy about that. I could play 8-3, but I'll just do that. He should make the 2 point and play 11-10. chooses to do that. I wouldn't. I think it's a... Oh. Six three is dumpy, but perfectly comfortable. So 6-pip lead, hoping not to have to leave the anchor. So 6 looks like we just leave a shot for flexibility, but not certain. He's got that block, that's why I did it. Double 4 just makes the 5-point heavy. Or not, no, it makes the 4. I didn't see that. Very nice. I'm hoping for a 6-1 or something like that. There we go. And yeah, he can run. And I'm going to need an exact 2-1 or 4-1. But I think I have to hit with that. And he can probably cube from the bar, but it'd be an easy take. I don't see how I can not hit this. I end up losing some gammons when he hits, but he doesn't always hit. Don't see anything else. He might not even double. It looks like he's going to double. Okay, he didn't. Okay, so he plays 2 down. The problem with this, I don't always get... My 4s are duplicated. I still think I had to do that. 6-2 is going to have to hope, hit, pray to fade a 7. Okay, so I'm not sure about that 4-3 actually, but I've never seen not hitting in that situation, even with a closed board. Okay, and now my numbers are going to be difficult. Okay, that's fine. Just leaves us an 8. Yeah, I would just bring... not sure what he's thinking. He's breaking the 6? Possibly, but... Makes it a lot easier for me if I sail into rough seas. He's going to have an open 6-point, so I don't always get gammon. I can always just come in. So I think he has to... could he just... Yeah, I think he has to do something like this. Doesn't want to do it. Okay, what else can I do but that? Another stacky. It feels like he's going to... Oh, no, he's not. I thought he was going to roll a 6-3. So that just brings 2 in. Little 2-1 to make things easy for me? No. So just... Double 6 is going to be a winner, I suppose. So without having too much time. I could have just brought them in, but I think I need outfield coverage. So he just runs. And if I don't hit, it's just going to be... Actually, it won't be a pass. Don't know why he's done that. He gets hit. I actually need to go to the toilet, which is a bad time. This is just a pass. Maybe not.
Double.
It's an easy cube. I don't know. I've got bad structure, but I would have a tough time taking this. He's not in yet. I can just roll, what, 2-1. Maybe he can take. He's a passer, though. But every so often a passer takes. What you want to get is you want to get the passer taking the big pass. That's the golden strategy. But this is not the big pass. This is probably very takeable. I don't know what I would do here.
Your opponent drops.
Okay, he is still the passer. He is le passeur. Is it that? Feels like it's not that and that it's 24-23. But okay, it's better in that variation. No, because I don't make the anchor. He can double. I'm comfortably taking. He won't double.
It is not your turn yet.
hidden split. Feels like I'm going to fan. Delighted not to. I can just come down. This is always very normal to put the third check on the 7. And the logic is, uh-oh. And then the fourth one, I would actually just come down. But coming up, actually, I'm not sure. I would come down, but I'm not sure whether it's better than coming up. And now I'm delighted to make the 23. Not sure if he can cube anymore. But my plays are going to become tricky. I haven't got a very good board. What am I going to do with certain rolls? Do I just play safe? And now it's a different prospect altogether. I might even pass. I hate my position with a passion. I mean, I can imagine this is a take, but
Your opponent doubles.
I'm just going to pass.
You draw.
Sorry.
New game.
I mean, it puts him only at 5 away, 2 away. It's not a disaster. 6-5.
It is not your turn yet.
I'm not sure whether some of the time, if you're for money, I think you just do this. But oh no,
your opponent doubles.
I think I have to take. It's 15 pips, but it's 5 away, 2 away. How many gammons am I losing? Okay, I'm gonna take. I think. Okay.
You take.
Suddenly, will people walk it? It's such a great position to double. It's such an easy double. I guess I come in on the point, the advance point, really. Maybe not. Well, that's just lucky, but I think it was a take. Oh. Makes the... Looks like it just makes the bar. No? It's not over yet. Okay, I don't think I'm going to offer a 5-6 up for the chopping block for no reason. Oh, and a fan. And a hit. Oi! And a double 6. I think I just make the burr now. So this is double 5, 3, 5, 1, 5. Feels like he's going to hit. Okay, just misses. One pimple. He doesn't want to come out, but what else can he do? Down? Leaving me a 1? This leaves me a 1 anyway. Am I going to hit? Okay, he does choose down. I think he's happy in some ways to stay back. Same, I would just stay on the 13. I don't even know what I do with... I think it gives me a good 1-6. That's the one downside for him making this play. Or the one that I can see. Double 2. Yeah. It's pretty clearly going to be this. He has to run. With at least 1. $15 pips, so I don't have to hit him. 6-1, am I going to leave a shot? I guess I have to. But you see, when he looks at it, he's giving me lots of thinking time. Okay, he's going to pick up his dice, I think. But now, if he stayed, I rolled the 6-1. Okay, am I going to leave the shot? It's only 5-3. I guess I have to. Can't resist. Can't resist. Although he comes in deep, I've got a fairly safe configuration. Aye, that's horrid. I think I have to leave it. Double 4. But he rolls double 5. Now the race is relatively close. What's he doing? Come on. Yuck. There were better rolls for sure. Now he gets to stay there. The 6-5 is coming. The 6-1. Okay, that's pretty good. Can't complain. And again, he rolls the 5. And he can win the race. He should stay. Okay, that's... looks to me like I just clear. Can I lose by clearing? I don't think so. I have no idea about any of these decisions. I tried my best. I feel like I gave some good feedback, but I just don't know. Some of them could be really wrong. I have my reasons. Yeah. Felt a little bit difficult.
You played on world-class level.
Okay, well that's not too bad. Why has it done that? 3-7-6, that's okay. Yeah, I don't think he played that well. Yeah, no, 3-7-6 is okay, I guess. Okay, let's have a look at... it could have been worse. It was a tough match. It was a tough match. Where are we going to get the bot up? What's that saying? Why is it doing all sorts of funny stuff? Unable to connect. No, that's fine. I suppose you have to give yourself, if you get your opponent to play 8, even if you don't play a 2.5, I don't think John plays 8. I think he plays markedly better than that. So I think I gave him a difficult match, and that counts for something for sure. So I shouldn't be too hard on myself. I don't know where... Okay, he's not coming up. Hopefully it'll come up soon. It'll just take a little moment while... Okay, is it coming up? Thanks, Mackenzie. Okay, I will be back in 2 seconds. It's just going to come up anyway, and I will mute the mic. Okay, where is it? Where are you? How can I get it to come up? Close some of this. Maybe that will help. I don't know why Canva. Why are you? Doesn't look like it wants to open. I don't know why. Well, I might have to leave it. That's annoying. Or shall I look at it in Heroes for a little bit, just to see?
Welcome back, Snua.
Oh, come on. Okay, alright, so I'm on the bottom. Oh, look at these blunders. Wow. How do I move? No, how do I navigate? That's no good. What, I have to click every time? Come on. Come on. There must be a way. I bet Mop-Up knows. Okay, so 3-1, 2-1, double six, fine. Yeah, and then I knew it was a pass, or I said I knew. It was a big pass, 2-2-4. Almost too good, actually. It was right for me to make the 4-point. He hit with the double six. Let me try one more time to double click on that. No, that's not going to work. My 2-1, I stayed back. 13-4, 6-2. So we're coming up to some blunders here. 18-13. Fine. He was. Okay. So what was I thinking? Why didn't I just make the 9? Oh, I had a fetish about making the 8-point. I guess so. I see. That's why. Okay, that's not a big deal. Then I had a bit of a forced play. He rolled a really bad and sad face 6-1. I hit and diversified. That was right. And the 6-2. Is this a huge blunder? I should double hit. Okay. I think I didn't like leaving all those blots on the outside. Otherwise, maybe I would have double hit in a normal world. Okay. And I just came home. Was there anything here? Doubles. It was a pass. Oh no, it was a take. Why is it not? Oh, it's only in green. Okay, it was a 48 take. The numbers are confusing on Heroes. It looks like I'm looking at 113. It's actually a small take. Okay. What was this? I had a small no double here. Actually, he took correctly. Nothing happened. I won. 13-5, good play. But 9-3-6-4 wasn't too bad. Then he double made the board. I safetied the checker. Here's the eye. It was a take. I was taking. Okay, fine. All these eyes are missed cubes. I hit and covered. Then he doubled from the bar. I thought it was a double. It is, the numbers confuse me, a very small double. Easy take. He was right to play down, I think. Okay, I'm going to go a bit quicker because no one's watching anyway. And then there's 4-2. I guess it was obvious. What else could I do? 24-18 wasn't too bad. I don't get why. It's such a dangerous play. I'm not going to look at the gammon breakdown. Okay, so what was this game? Ah, this was the tricky, super tricky one. 5-5. Had to just make the obvious natural play, which luckily I did. He came in. The eye suggests it was borderline redouble. I played on. Then maybe it's obvious that I had to hit, and I did. And then it was a pass. What? It was a pass. I thought I got away with one. I thought he should take. It's not a terrible take, but it is in fact a pass. So then I went 4-2 up. He shouldn't make the 5 point with this 3-1. 5-2 I played big, but it doesn't matter what I do. Good play by him with the 3-1. 4-1 easy. So that makes the bar. That is forced. That's forced pretty much. And I thought this was a comfortable pass. It is a big pass. Especially because he's leading. Yanar. 3-1. 2-1. I hit. Oh, I thought this was like, as in I wasn't sure. He came out with a 4-6, which was wrong. I don't know what was right. Very borderline cube. Very close between 14-10 and 13-10-6-5. Then he hits me back. I come in high. I wasn't sure about that. It is a mistake, in fact. I think it's going to be bigger on XG. So nothing much happened here as far as I remember. Come out with a 1-6. I thought he should hit twice. It's close. I hit back. This became a tricky... Is this the tricky game with all the anchors? The 6-2, he should have made both points. And now I was just passing. So, like, he missed all these cubes here. Like, he missed a cube here. No, here. Yeah, there we go. Here. Can't see how I can... Oh, no, hold on. He's got 3 men back. What's going on? I don't know. Can I take? No, it's a pass. Then after I hit loose on the 1 point, don't know why he didn't cube this. This is an even bigger pass. And then I hit, and then I thought he was going to cube from the bar. And it would have been an easy take, but he didn't. I would have taken. Ah, this 6-4. I could just come out and hit. Why did I not do that? That's just an oversight. All right, so what happened here? He hit. Oh yeah, this double. It's a redouble, so it's like not comfortable, but it's a comfortable take according to the computer. Not going to go through every move. 5-3, 24-9. I could have just played safe. And yeah, like this was borderline no redouble. I don't know if, yeah. So he was a passer there, but he wasn't always a passer. I misconstrued. With this 2-6, I felt like I shot the 3 point. I didn't say. And then this, I think this is going to get better for me. So my PR might go down a little bit. This is not going to be a terrible pass. I'm way, way down. And I've got 3 blots in board and he can just, like I said, 5-4, 6-5, he can just volunteer very easily. What's wrong with this 6-4? I should come up. Okay, I misunderstand that. This was a very big pass, of course. What's that? That's yeah. I thought I wasn't sure initially with this one. Can we scroll up? What's going on? It went to this. Yeah, I can see that. I'm just going to carry on struggling mop up. It's I don't know. It just 1-6. That was a standard play, and then this was an easier game. That click thing always disappears though. 6-3. Okay. I played. Not hitting here would be a tremendous blunder, but I'm still not good enough to absolutely know it. But I got the right play. I was never going to do anything else. And then, luckily, can we see what the cube action might have been here? I think we can, but I can't be bothered to. It's not a double. But when he passed, it's a pretty comfortable take. Is this okay? That 9-13. It's going to get better for me again. I think it's the computer's not going to punish me too much here. He should have just made 2 points, and it's big because he's trailing. Basically, I think. What did I miss? Oh, I just didn't consider this player. I don't have to put him in the air twice. That's a bad one. I just didn't even consider it. And that was it. I played pretty well. That's a pretty good match. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Nice match. Bye.